Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Path of Exile. It is time to do the Labyrinth.
You stand before the gates of the Lord's Labyrinth. Within these walls, the Lady of Justice, the Justice will prevail.
And that's the best way to shut up Izaro. With all respect to Izaro, of course. But once you've done the Labyrinth a dozen times, hearing that speech gets old quickly. So, we are level 42 at this point, so we are, well, pretty much over leveled for the area. So, level 33 area. But I do like to kill King Calm and Tereso before actually starting the Labyrinth, just to get the most skills, the most gear, most everything. There is an estate path here. Estate walkways. That's new. Is it? I don't know. So, in between episodes I had a look at the skills, and more importantly I updated the skill links to include the new support gems that get unlocked after you defeat King Calm and Tereso. So our Frostbolt now has Spell Echo, as you might have noticed already by the odd coincidence that all my Frostbolts appear to be occurring in pairs. And our Vortex now has increased AoE, so it's a larger Vortex. Ooh, interesting. Oh, yikes. Yikes. So a lot of stuff happening here. And the interesting thing is that there is not even a purpose for it. Oh, there's a silver chest.
Where there's a silver key, there must be a silver door.
So Frostbolt also has a Hypothermia now. So the first Frostbolt generally chills the opponent, and as a result Hypothermia will deal 20% extra damage to chilled opponents. So from the second Frostbolt onwards we deal 20% more damage. It's a more multiplier, so it's quite strong. It's not even listed. That's 25% even. And it's also 10% chance to freeze those which are chilled. So it becomes easier to freeze things even if you don't actually crit. You can still use your Vortex to explode things at a distance. With two Frostbolts you actually get a chance at two distances, so that is nice. You do get locked into place a bit longer than you normally would be if you only cast it once. But I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. At least for now. I might in the future do something like put a cold damage penetration in, because that's what we don't have. But that's a green one and I got a blue one. And oh well, I got lucky with my rolls. Domain walkways. I think the area names have been changed. Not quite sure what meaning it has. There's a silver key here, and might be that Argus is hidden over there. I am actually hoping to encounter Argus just to see how it goes with a massively overpowered Frostcaster. Especially considering the fact that Argus is immune to just about everything, including freezing if I remember correctly. So that could be entertaining. But this is going to be the test. Can we tank Izaro? Because no, I'm 8 levels over level, or 9 levels even. But that doesn't mean anything with Izaro. He is still very tough. And he will still eat you for breakfast if you make too many mistakes. Luckily most of these monsters over here are not as dangerous as the traps. The traps actually hurt. And I understand that previously on just the regular Ascendancy before Prophecy came out, it was even worse for energy shield characters. Somehow the damage calculations took the energy shields into account in a way that was, well, let's say unfavorable. Traps still hurt like hell. It doesn't feel like they're only level 33 traps. Sepulchre holes. And that is up here. That is good. That is very good. Missed the silver key, but yeah. It's the treasure keys that we in the end that we care about, right? Let's see, extra items. There's some corpse explosion stuff going on here, but eh. Hey, hello there, Frostbite. I already got you, but still good to get. Let's not stand still in the trap. So, spell echo in here, but traps could get dicey. Or interesting, depending on how you look at it. Hey, hello there, Ghosty. So Frostbomb actually got the least overhaul of the active skills I'm using. And it only got the... That's actually... Where did I hide it? Oh yeah, it's here. Frostbomb, increased AoE and cold damage. Because Frostbomb, I tend to use it almost like a curse just to give the enemies the negative 20 cold resist, which stacks very nicely with the Frostbite curse. And the explosion afterwards is just a bonus. Increased AoE does help there because it will affect more opponents. But generally, now put down the Frostbomb for the debuff, and then you cast a Vortex. And that's gonna take out quite a bunch of mobs. And you got Frostbolt to deal with groups. State walkways, so that leads back to where we came from. Does it actually show you the name of the areas when you hover? No, it doesn't. So it's a nice attempt, but it's not enough yet. Or maybe that's intentional. I don't quite know. Okay. Let's see, this is a dead end on most ends, so you have to backtrack a bit and go from there. Yikes. Okay. Ideally, you stay off the path. And you just teleport past. That's the best way to do the traps. Just don't interact with them at all. Okay. Aspirants a trial, that's the first. So I thought usually you fight Argus somewhere in a secluded room, but apparently not here.
Oh, the weary traveler draws close to the end of the path.
Okay, so this is gonna be my first Izaro fight sequence, or my first Labyrinth at all actually, with a caster. Previous league I've played only melee characters. So it's gonna be interesting. So, Frostbomb. So, I have to
Strike with fidelity.
Ignore him as much as possible. And just take out the lieutenants first. Yep, final one. Okay, let's see, put that one off. Okay. This works pretty well. Okay, so that is no support for you. And then once we start pelting him with frostbolts, that works pretty well. So for me the real damage dealer is Frostbolt. That's what we're focusing on there.
Just need a moment
Need to keep him, and he is done.
Determination overcomes.
So total DPS for Frostbolt is almost 1400. Vortex is 850 per cast. Or for just the initial hit plus another 440 per second. So chain casting Frostbolt on paper it's still higher than Vortex. But you cast the Vortex and then you follow up with a wave of Frostbolts. That way you get the damage over time effect of the Vortex as well. And of course none of this is accounting for the resistance penalty of nearly 50% when you stack Frostbite with Frostbomb's resistance penalty. So things get pretty good that way. Let's see. Where would the exit be? That's the biggest downside of the labyrinth. Now it's fun the first couple times. After that you just try to get through it as efficient as possible. Because it's quite a while otherwise. If you do a full clear, you're easily playing an hour. And I see something up there. Let's see if we can actually... Oh wait, we bypassed a door over there. Okay, there's just one way through. Basilica holes. There's a silver key and a split. We'll see. Let's see, a strongbox. Might as well pop it. And we get a ruby flask. Let's take a right turn here. Oh, look, it's a buzzsaw. Ah, guys, you shouldn't have waited for me.
That was fun.
Oh, but let's not stand in the saw. That's bad for your health. Okay, you stand there and get killed by the saw. Looks like... Ah, this is just the edge. It's not an actual passage. So, it's fun for the skulls, but not really anything else. There's something up here. Oh look, it's a silver key.
There must be a silver door.
Oh, you're pretty big. There's a lever in between the white items. A soul eater. Not anymore. Can just teleport over most of the trap here. That's I barely got out of that one. Okay, let's see. You. Boom. So treating Vortex as a Frost Nova is a really good way to play the game in a lazy way, so to say. If that makes any sense. Forgotten Reliquary, okay. That's not gonna help me advance, so never mind. So let's keep looking for the other exits. I can also imagine if you take the alternative way to play this build, and that is by focusing on the Vortex as your primary rather than Frostbolt, you can make it do quite some damage. Ooh, just look at them explode absolutely with joy. Say kaboom. Yes, yes. Hey, let's have a look at the map. We went all the way up, then we probably have to head left a little bit to get to the next bit. Yeah, there's a lore thing of a poem. A poem. Cool. So they do drop silver flowers. So I don't think prophecies can actually pop here, due to that interacting with the whole time run nature of the Labyrinth. But if you go with a solo under level 40 and all that stuff. Let's see, choose from there, so let's port over here, then we port there, we port there, there, and then I think we more or less made it. Basilica Passage. It's only one way to go. Hey, silver cash. Luckily, we have silver keys. A good thing is that, you know, with the silver keys it's never mandatory content. It's always a bonus. It's like either something that helps you, or it's just extra items. Or the golden key is required for passage, and it's always a blocking passage. Silver is just a bonus. Oh, Legacy of Vigor. Purple ghosts. Pink ghosts. As I say, spell echo plus bustle traps, not the best idea in the world. Well, there's a reason I'm still carrying the faster casting with me, because you can just plop it in and no, you can just manually do the spell echo as well. It's really, it's not a requirement, it's just something to boost your DPS a little bit over just regular faster casting. Because with spell echo it's about 1380, now it's 1270, so you lose 110, so that's like roughly 8% in damage efficiency that you gain or lose by switching between the two. But for the Labyrinth it might actually end up not costing my life. Oh look, silver door. Ascendancy treasures. Hey. Cool.
I need more pockets.
That's 2 uniques, that's pretty cool. That's pretty persuasive. So what did we get? We got coated shrapnel, traps and mines deal additional poison and additional physical damage and have a chance to poison on hit. That is pretty darn cool. And of course dying breath, which has a fixation on the number 18.
I need more
For
pockets.
some reason unbeknownst to me. And let's see if we can work our loot rewards in some way, or the drops. Yes. Okay, so this is nice far off. Worth the detour. Somewhere I've got a prophecy that I have to sacrifice 5 unique items, so the second dying breath that I got here is gonna help me achieve that number in a more predictable manner. Also, yeah, this is really just a path through, so then there's an exit over there. For some reason I ended up backtracking halfway through, which in hindsight was not a bad idea. It's nice that the saw blades only seem to be in the center. So you can mostly just run past them here, this particular layout. Okay. Just walk through here. And there is the aspirant's trial. Most excellent. So there was not a lot of stuff in between. So that means the third one is probably going to have a golden door. Or you will discover a plague of rats.
To entertain doubt is to
Interesting.
dance with death.
But this is a level that has nothing. I thought prophecies could not trigger here. Okay, I'm very confused now. At least let's put all the items we found in here. Spot echo is gonna stay, of course. Key belongs in the labyrinth. Okay, let's go.
That slumber should never be awoken.
Okay. Oh. Cool. Oh, I have to kill this before it gets accepted or absorbed. That's one. Next. Oh, let's see, a single vortex, and then we start frostbolting, of course. And it's once we start channeling is when it becomes
Death and loyalty.
a bit more easy to kill. Until then it's very resistant. Come on, Izaro, start channeling. Thank you.
The loyal must be avenged.
Now, time to murder you. Okay. Hey, you don't have a curse.
You were born for this. Pity
Okay.
the emperor who sits alone on his throne.
Hey, Basilica Halls. And there is a prophecy that triggered and did not do anything useful. I will discover a plague of rats, but a plague of rats never spawned. So, pro tip. Clear your prophecies for the ones that you don't want to lose, or just do them beforehand. There's only one prophecy that seems useful, and that's the Emperor's Trove. Killing Izaro will drop you an extra treasure key. Besides that, I don't think there's gonna be a lot of other stuff happening. We have a saw, we have another saw. Okay. Yep. Locked door, but we have a lever. A lot of going on in this room though. Oh, fractured. Fun. And we walk into a dead end. Yay. Let's not hit that saw again.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Okay. Yes. So they did get caught by the Frostbolt Minion. Hidden coffers. Yep. Okay, that's a lot of items, though sadly not overly useful. Also, it's hard to see this side when you get back, so it's easy to skewer yourself. Okay. All these needles, they really have a good chance of just slowing you down while you are trying to get out of those saws. I'm very curious to see what the third Izaro fight is gonna bring in terms of level. How much space there's gonna be to avoid his attacks, or whether I'll be forced to tank him, or things like that. But on the other hand, you know, I got a ton of life, a lot of energy shield, and 42% chance to evade, 22% chance to block. And I even have a little bit of armor, 8%. It's not a lot. I think it's all from these boots here. It's the Templar boots. Okay. Okay, I don't like this room. I want to get out now. Okay, let's go to where it seems like we can just move on. Okay, we go outside. Yes, I like it there. Increased AoE. Some of the newer skill gems, they still get more XP as I use them. They haven't reached the level cap yet, like the things like the cold damage that I've been using more or less since the beginning of the character. Okay. Yes, I do occasionally tank my opponents. You're not really supposed to, but when the level difference is this large, it's just easier to really just power level this and just plow through and not to be overly cautious. Even though in terms of setting good habits, it might be better to not do this. So don't repeat this at home, kids. Let's just walk. Ow! Ow! I don't like the spike thing. Yeah, man. Yes, thank you. Okay, Roombas go there. I don't. Okay, also very curious layout, just a hidden switch. Oh, awesome. Ooh, Emperor's Trove. That's a first for me. It's actually one of the things I was not lucky enough to discover / find in the playthrough of my characters, while this actually counted for an achievement. We need to run around. There's a door, but it's not connected to where I was. It's this way.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Current location. And state enclosure, okay. Silver cache. You know what, not gonna bother with that. So there is another door out. Stand here, wait, and then go through. Yes, yes. Oh, purple. There is a broken door there, yep. It looked like there was something to go through, even though I didn't actually see the door at first. Situations like this almost tempt me to put movement on one of my buttons just to force it. But I know it would just annoy me more than it would save me. Because I want more skill buttons, not less. felt like the frame rate was dropping there a little bit, but video card overlay still says it's 60. So that's slightly confusing. Okay, so if I were the other exits, where the heck would I hide? Oh, maybe over there. Let's have a look. Backtrack a little bit as you were. Okay, that was very easy, very quick. Nothing to see here. Let's move along. Let's just navigate the... So, top left seems to be the only thing on the outskirts, or is there something in the center here? That would be weird. Exit in the center, but maybe up there. Let's return. There. Ah, cool. There. Yeah, stop doing that. Okay, so there is a dev room over there. And here. Okay, I'm confused now. More confused than usual, that is. So we have one here. We have... Oh, there is a passage over there. Zook. Ow. Yeah, see, because there's one exit here and there's one exit over there. We came in from the bottom here, went through the indoor tunnels into the labyrinth. There's a little bit in the labyrinth itself that we haven't explored, but most of the time the labyrinth is a passage that takes you to two different... Oh, there's a staircase over there. That looks like a staircase. It's just something I walked by. Okay, and then it's up here, through there. Let's not get skewered by those again, because they hurt quite a bit. Ow. You know what, I'm gonna avoid that altogether. Let's go this way. Okay. It's the subtle things in the map. What is background, what is not. In this case, there was a bridge there that I overlooked. So, sorry for not spotting that one sooner. Current location, Aspirant's Trial. Yes, so this was actually a day without golden doors.
Promising. An emperor must keep those promises.
Oh, sorting bin is where stuff goes into, not the currency bin. Okay.
You must navigate your empire through troubled waters.
Pop-up traps, saw blades, but no slow darts or anything, so that's good. Okay, we tank him as much as possible, I think. Frostbomb, Curse, Vortex every once in a while. We completely have the damage here, so there's no need for tactics or strategy or anything smart, just brute force. Oh.
Lost in his own creation, the Emperor leaves a generous parting gift for the precise.
And that was the prophecy that triggered to get herself another key.
Before your emperor, you are worthy. Before the goddess of justice, you are worthy. Receive our blessings, embrace our gifts, and rise, Ascendant. For this is the ending that we all deserve.
So did someone need an armor scrap still? 2 chests filled with armor scraps and blacksmith whetstones. That's so many of them. Oh, come on. Gotta catch them all, gotta catch them all. They're like Pokemon, but there's only 2 of them. It's like a single patch of Pokemon, or grass patch. Seriously, not a lot of variation there either. Okay, so Divine Font, we can enchant our gloves. What do we get? A Word of Light when you take a crit. So what the heck was a Word of Light again? I think it was healing. Deal a portion of your main hand damage in an area around you and create consecrated ground. Okay, I like consecrated ground. Causing you and your allies to regenerate life. Has a 5-second cooldown. So, in case of crit, start healing. Okay, so each of these is something that you can go for. The Assassin is very nice because it has very strong synergies with your crit. It causes you to crit more, crit harder. You can even focus on power charges. Very valid if you want to crit a lot and therefore freeze a lot. Saboteur, it actually has some elemental piercing here. There's 10% elemental piercing, so that just helps you stack more damage resistance piercing, which is pretty cool. It has this very nice branch here with blinding, which should provide you with a lot of safety. And of course, if the enemy is blinded, they have a harder time hitting you. And if they have a harder time hitting you, your energy shield can recharge. Alternatively, in one of the earlier videos in the comments, someone suggested that another very nice variation for this build would be to throw traps that cast your vortex for you. In that case, going Saboteur is obviously a no-brainer because this entire bottom side of the tree is dedicated to trapping and mine laying. I will actually go for the Trickster because I really like it. Shade form, 250 energy shield, but if you stack all the bonuses I get from skill points and gear, eventually this is gonna provide nearly 1000 energy shield on top of everything else. The chance to evade when you're not full on energy is pretty nice. The step towards getting this is Ghost Dance. 5% chance to dodge attacks and spells, which is good. Extra movement speed while your energy shield is full, and most of the time it is actually full outside of combat, so it just helps you zip around and get faster to the next pack. And 20% chance faster start of energy shield recharge. Means it kicks in faster, so rather than waiting 2 seconds, you're gonna be waiting 1.6 seconds instead. So that is pretty cool, and there's a couple of bonuses like that in the skill tree that can reduce the time even further. As Patient Reaper, more damage over time and increased recovery of life, mana and energy shield if you have killed something that was affected by damage over time. And given that Vortex causes damage over time, this is something that you can also more or less guarantee. I'm gonna go for Ghost Dance first.
Everyone knows how to die.
Just because I want to get the Shade form. This is gonna be my merciless upgrade, the Patient Reaper. So, evasion, energy shield and casting speed. That's also not insignificant because faster casting means more damage per second. So we are now a Trickster. And the good thing is, I didn't even need an hour to achieve it. That's one of the nice side effects of doing the Labyrinth when you are massively over-leveled. So, next up is gonna be Malachi. That is actually gonna be an interesting fight because he will be the same level as me. So, thank you very much for watching. And I'll hope to see you again next time in the face against Malachi. Bye bye.